What's good, world? I might be back with another reaction video. Appreciate everybody tuning in. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. If you ain't new, get somebody else to subscribe. Get the channel popping. I don't gotta pull up and pop you. Let's get straight into it. Look, we got $4 versus $4,000 Chinese food. The way I look at it is this. I don't know why some of the most expensive foods always look harder to eat. Like sometimes these people eat full-on bugs and shit. Like, if you're gonna put bugs in my food, hide the bug. Say, hey, there could be anything in this, nothing that will kill you. I taste it, I like it. You say, we got Beetlejuice in there. I don't know. But at the end of the day, you shouldn't tell me or show me. It shouldn't be like a full-on bug that I'm eating, because I feel like that's just disrespectful. Anyways, getting straight into it. We're going to see how the Chinese food in New York looks. When you go from cheap food to expensive food, sometimes I feel like it's better when you keep it simple. Again, there's a lot of expensive foods that look good, but they just don't look appealing. Like, wow, they built it so nice, but I don't know if I want to take a bite out of it. So we're going to find out. Let's see what the food look like. I never seen it, so let's do it together. Let's do the reaction together. Appreciate y'all. Let's get straight to it.
I'm holding $3,000 worth of rare Chinese ingredients that will soon become part of the most expensive Chinese food you will find here in New York City. Today, I'm on a mission to find out if spending more on...
Oh, and these videos are our best ever food review show. I watch this all the time. He's literally been everywhere eating food. He's ate nasty stuff. He's ate illegal stuff. He's been everywhere. Let's get,
On Chinese food actually means getting better Chinese food. Do you find a lot of Midwestern Americans curious about a place like this? And by the end of this video, you'll see the most expensive Chinese food in all of New York.
Like, you see what I'm looking, like, you see what I'm talking about? Hold on.
Do you find a lot of Midwestern Americans curious about a place like this? And by the end of this video, you'll see the most...
Like, I'm not gonna knock it because I never even seen nothing like this. But what the fuck is this? This looks like they took where these worms were, and then they cooked the worms too.
Most expensive Chinese food in all of New York City, coming in at nearly $5,000.
Is that a soup?
The type of people who order this food. Who are these people? But first, something much more affordable. Gabe?
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I'm happy to be here. Meet Gabe, the owner of West King Rice Roll, a Chinese eatery in New York's oldest Chinatown. I have a special mission. My mission is to see if spending more money on Chinese food gets me better Chinese food. Right here we come to our most affordable...
Something about this tells me that they're not going to show us real $4 Chinese food.
And first location of the day. Can you tell me what kind of food you're serving here?
Rice roll.
Rice roll. A rice roll is a silky sheet of steamed rice batter, wrapped around fillings like shrimp, barbecue pork, or beef, then drizzled with a sweet soy sauce. If I order the shrimp rice roll, how much is that?
See, that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna knock it because I never tried it.
With tax.
With tax.
My buddy, this is the USA.
Yeah.
We never include tax. $4.95?
$4.95.
Even better. Here's how they make it. First, the rice. It's soaked, then milled into a smooth batter. The same process Cantonese cooks used more than 1,000 years ago. In a good day, how many people do you have coming here?
I've seen that rice shit a lot, but I had never seen them make it like that. That's crazy cool.
People? Must be 1,000.
Once the batter is ready, how many people do you have coming
Hold
here?
on.
1,000 people?
Is this the name of his?
Must be 1,000.
Hold on.
In
What the
a
fuck?
good day, how many people do you have coming here?
1,000 people?
Resident E?
Must be 1,000.
Is that the name of the
Once
company?
batter is ready, a steaming tray is brushed with oil and filled with the milky rice mixture.
That shit actually
The rice
looks
roll is part
smooth.
of Cantonese cuisine, right?
Yes.
When I think Cantonese cuisine, I think dim sum, I think a lot of roasted meats, and then I guess there is a lot of use of rice flour and rice batter. Next
I
comes
never thought rice could be turned into something like that. I'm gonna be honest.
the protein. Today
like
I'm
a
opting for
paste.
fresh shrimp with a sprinkle of scallions.
Ooh.
What do you think makes good Cantonese cuisine?
Rice roll.
Rice roll.
Yeah, must be.
Just promoting himself over and
Are
over.
you making the recipe the
Alright, let me
same
see.
here, or did you change it for Americans?
Change to American, yeah.
Really? Why?
Because I like American. The American guys like a very heavy taste, so we try to do the heavy taste with
Soy sauce?
soy sauce.
Yeah, we like a heavy taste, but it's always not the healthiest. That's why when they make it, again, I forgot, you know, when the Chinese people make it, they're trying to make it healthy.
And the rice must put some salt there.
Oh, you don't often hear about Asian recipes being changed
You
to
get one shrimp per thing.
add more flavor here in the U.S.
I gotta try
Usually
this.
they're
I'm not even gonna lie.
decreasing the flavor. Finally, a drizzle of soy sauce and a sprinkle of sesame seeds seal the deal. Robert, hey, put her there.
Nice to meet you.
Meet Robert, originally from Rising. You first, nothing to pay down. First, a plate that cost nearly 1,000 times less.
I want to see their reactions. He's definitely had something like this before.
The texture of this flat noodle, it's a little bit gummy, it's squishy. It's
Yeah, they literally turn the rice into a noodle. I've never
nice
seen that before.
contrast in texture to that shrimp, which is really bouncy and springy.
I totally agree. To create this springy texture, they actually soak the rice.
And they didn't even season the shrimp.
They milled the
So
rice.
it's like, are you just eating straight shrimp?
It's $5. I could probably
Is the sauce supposed to be all the flavor? Because
eat 3 of these. I mean, it fills the plate, but does it fill my stomach?
Well, usually this is a breakfast stable. You come here 2 minutes, you get your meal, you can get on with your way.
Here's what's fun about our plan today. We're going to be eating 3 different foods, but they come from 3 different parts of China. And we're starting with Cantonese food. Why do you think this is an important food
What the hell's
to
Cantonese?
cuisine?
Cantonese food is famous for their freshness. That's what the marketing or their selling point. And this is like epitome of Cantonese food, cooked right in front of you, showcase how fresh it
Alright,
they
somebody
are.
explain that to me if y'all see this video.
Isn't just big in China, it's the one that went global.
What
For
is it to be
decades, what most
Chinese
Americans call
food, but have
food was really
Cantonese
Cantonese. Brought over by
recipes?
the first wave of immigrants, more than
hold
Americans
on.
called Chinese food was really Cantonese. Brought over by the first wave of immigrants more than a century ago.
Back in the 1800s, they settled here. They settled where it was cheap because Chinese are, I'm not saying it's a closed society, but they have no idea of constituents, they have no idea of election, elect your officials, so they kind of band together. So for this community, it's still relatively new compared to the other ethnic neighborhoods.
Yeah, because where they from, they don't even get to think about running for
It's home
office
to 9
and
Chinatowns,
being a
spread
president
across
or
Brooklyn,
mayor and shit.
Queens, and Manhattan, altogether housing nearly 1 million people.
Chinatown here in Manhattan is more than 150 years old. Here, you can still find authentic Chinese restaurants. There's still people that
Damn, 150 years old, to think that they've been here basically since the beginning almost.
born,
The
grew up,
cuisine and them,
die here.
basically.
You got really dark at the end there.
Still people that born, grew up, and die here.
Wow, you got really dark at the end there.
So maybe I should cut that
I don't know,
out.
people just dying. Cantonese cuisine laid the foundation in Chinatown, but later, waves of migration.
Was that a bat?
Cantonese
Oh, no,
cuisine
okay.
laid the foundation in Chinatown, but later, waves of migration brought folks from different backgrounds, with recipes not before seen in New York City.
I gotta go here. Like, I've been in New York like a million times and I've never stopped here.
Like our next dish. A fiery Sichuan creation you won't find on the menu at P.F. Chang's. Ivy, today we're on a mission to see if spending more money on Chinese food equals better Chinese food. And that has brought me to your restaurant.
West Rice King all the way to...
Miss Ivy opened famous Sichuan 13
Famous
years ago. Who is coming to this restaurant to eat?
Asian people, American people, white people, black people come here to eat.
But no Samoans. You notice she excluded the Samoans? What's that about? In a neighborhood full of Cantonese options, this place brings a taste of China different from most her neighbors. China has so many different types of food, but what separates Sichuan food from any other type of food in China?
Is Samoan and Chinese somehow, some way, mixed some way? Like, I don't know, somewhere down the line.
谈到这些麻辣的食物，
Oh, I know mala. Mala is a numbing spice.
Yes.
I learned all about mala
You got it.
in
Yeah.
Chengdu by a very wise Chinese man.
La means spicy, ma means numbing.
Mala, a unique signature Sichuan combination derived from peppercorns and
Ooh.
chilies. Together they create the bold flavor this cuisine is known for. Even though
See,
I've
at least
been
this
to
looks
Sichuan
good.
province in
Looks
China,
like a
I've
soup,
not tried what
so
we're
it's gonna be
about to try
spicy.
today.
毛血旺
Does that have a direct translation into English?
What we need to know is we need to know what type of meat they putting in that bitch, because sometimes, you know, shit gets a little wicked when it
and
comes to
also 毛血旺。
finding out.
You can have to translate it. Apples, blood, flourish, and a big pot sizzling oil.
The 毛血旺is very special. Food include chicken, beef, vegetable, everything.
That's smart, because maybe you don't like blood cubes, but you like chicken. Or maybe you don't like
Blood
chicken,
cubes.
but you like beef. Quite literally, a whole farm is in this dish.
What the fuck is a blood cube?
While the chef
Why they
is
have to...
preparing our
What the
next meal, I
fuck?
want to say a huge thank you to BetterHelp for being a paid partner of Time. But the other day, I snapped two. Not
He said,
everyone
"What's the
melted down,
bandana
but I
man
got
talking
short with
about?"
somebody basically over nothing. Later, I realized it wasn't about them. I had stuff building up inside of me that I hadn't talked to shit. The thing better kind of feel right, better help pretty every. Don't turn flesh.
Golly, all these damn ads. So all my favorite YouTube channels are coming into paid promotions,
Chilies, Sichuan
paid
peppercorns,
billboards and
chili
shit.
oil, beef and chicken, all tossed together in a fiery stir fry. Do you find a lot of
What is
chili
it?
oil? Beef, the base. It's made of garlic, fried chilies, Sichuan peppercorns, chili oil, beef and chicken, all tossed together in a fiery stir fry. Do you find a lot of Midwestern Americans curious about a place like this?
To be honest, no. People don't think it's presentable. It's bloody, too spicy,
See, that's what I be saying.
too much. They didn't want to venture out to give it a try.
In another wok, blanched veggies, pork intestines, spam, pork blood cakes, and beef tripe. Do you lower the amount of mala?
Yeah, cause
But it almost feels like they threw in every meat to try to like make it appealing, right? Because they're doing spam, they're doing blood, whatever, they're chicken, beef. What else we gonna put in there? We damn near got everything.
Medium spicy or extra spicy, don't worry.
Well, that makes me a little worried. What are we doing today, Robert? Are we doing extra spicy?
I told you,
Yeah,
spicy.
go for the authentic one.
That's amazing. Oh, no, did fire come out?
Yeah, it's burning in my mouth.
I don't want it anymore. I feel so connected back to Sichuan. Then bring it all together. 2 woks, 1 mission. Add a splash of water, a pinch of salt, and some pepper.
Tell you, it's like a little soup.
The history of this dish goes back to the 1940s, where it was born out of necessity, turning scrap.
Okay, but what's the point of heating it, throwing it together, water, salt, heating it, and then throwing it in a bowl to serve while heating it?
And animal organs into
Damn.
a fiery stew. So far we've had Cantonese food. This is Sichuan food, but those are just
Is it
2
spicy
of the
or is it
8
just fucking
great
hot?
Chinese cuisines. I think a lot of Americans just think Chinese food is Chinese food, but it's such a vast country that they've actually broken the country into 8 different master cuisines.
Yes.
The hilarious thing is that if you've actually
let's see.
broken the country into 8 different master cuisines.
Wow. And it's so crazy because I can guarantee you, depending on where they live, they cook different. That's fire, right? Probably people don't probably even think about that, but based on where all these people are, their meals are different.
Cuisines.
Yes.
The hilarious thing is that if you look at that map,
So that's
about
obviously why.
half the country is nothing. So they're like, we got 8 master cuisines, and then we got some kind of mid food in the middle.
So the,
There's
Like,
no
we got 8
way.
master cuisines,
All of that shit is nothing. I'm telling you.
and then we got some kind of.
We need some LiDAR.
So the categorization was made during the Qing dynasty. It's the height of the Chinese dynasty. On the court, you have had multiple courses. Even for mundane people, you want to have some good food. So that's when this categorization happened. 8
Shit's so
main
fire.
regional cuisines, but there are more than that.
Which is wild.
Mhm.
8's already a lot.
Yeah.
See, if I could go back in time, I wouldn't want to touch nothing, talk to nobody. Well, maybe I want to ask questions, but if I could go back, I just want to see it. See it, feel the moment, and, get out of there. Because there ain't no reason why I'm there.
Here we have. Oh, the fire burned out. Here we have like a cousin to the hot pot. It's a hot bowl. If we're gonna go from kind of safe to more extreme, what do you recommend starting with?
Chicken, beef. Let's start with those.
Cheers.
All right, let's see.
Tender.
The chicken is soft, it's succulent. The broth is super greasy and oily, just like all of Sichuan cooking. This is unusually unspicy, and there's so many chilies in here. I can't believe how not that hot it is. But the most unique part of this chicken
Maybe because they
is
added
all the
17
gamey
freaking
and
spoons of
stringy
water.
Intestines have rubbed off onto the chicken. It's kind of intense, but I still like it.
Now beef. A little bit chewy.
A little spongy. The more broth I get, the more heat that's building up. Let's keep that going. These are some quaint, small blood cubes. If you go to Vietnam, they're like 10 times this size.
Oh yeah.
I like it. It's a little
What's a blood cube? Let me see.
crumbly. It's a bit.
Vietnam, right? Vietnam. Let's see pictures. What is it though? Goose is often referred to as pork, but how you are unique and flavorful ingredients. It's often referred to as pork blood cubes, or is it? I don't know, buddy.
A bit sticky too, but it doesn't have a strong flavor. It's just taking on the flavor of the seasonings in the hot pot. But I like it.
Let's dig for the spam.
Can you tell me about the story of spam working its way into a food like this?
So spam is still very popular in Asia, especially in the Philippines. Spam actually was introduced by GIs during World War II. In China, Chongqing was the war capital. There was a food shortage, and we dropped food to the poor Chinese people in Chongqing. So,
know what I found out that a lot of people probably don't know? Spam is also really, really big in Hawaii. Now, I don't know if it started there and all that shit. I'm not going to sit here and say I know all that. But that shit is huge over there. They cook it in so many different ways. They treat it like a delicacy. I can't wait to try that one day.
It's just spam and then all the intestines.
Because you can't go wrong with spam and rice. Like,
taste for spam.
Like
yes.
how?
Let's give it a shot.
Some toast.
What's that? I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
Guys,
Good old spam.
Hearty, greasy, of course.
It has a strong flavor. It comes with enough salt for 5 days and enough grease for 3.
You're right, salt and fat, the most two important ingredients to make food tasty. Next one would go a little bit adventurous.
See, that's the thing about what they were saying about making it more American food, is I feel like you're making it taste better, but it's not as healthy, and I feel like that's why people aren't finding it as like good, because it's like, and this shit right here is gonna be like fucking mad money just for you to sit there eating spam, pork, chicken, all that shit in one bowl with a bunch of spices or water.
Another piece of tripe here.
Oh yeah, that's a nice piece of tripe.
This one comes out kind of dark gray color. Once
What
you
is that?
wash it and bleach it, it gets this little lighter color. This one comes out a little bit adventurous. I got a piece of tripe here.
Oh yeah, that's a nice piece of tripe.
This one comes out kind of
Tripe?
dark gray color. Once you wash it and bleach it, it gets this little lighter color.
Bleach.
Bleached.
At a dry cleaner?
No, I don't know. This is definitely processed, not the original tripe.
Is it like fish?
Yeah, that tastes great. Not funky. It's just absorbed these oils and these delicious spicy flavors. It's got a little crunch to it. But then there's this, the intestine. And let me tell you, the type of intestine that scares me is this. The intestine that's essentially not hollow looking. It's just full of fatty tissue.
It is pork intestine. It's supposed to be the end, the large intestine.
Oh, the end.
The end of the digestive
The
tract.
end of the end.
That's amazing.
Toward the end.
All right, let's go for it.
Having the
It's got some funk to it. It's not
stomach
bad,
to
but
be able to eat every food and try everything is also a good thing too. It's because like sometimes I look at something and I won't be able to eat it, but sometimes it'd be good to know how it tastes.
flavor, and it's a flavor that if you just mix it with everything else that's in here, it's just contributing to the greater good.
Not
It's
saying
like
I wouldn't do it.
It's a melting pot. Instead of the Puerto Ricans and Chinese, we have spam, we have stomach, we have intestine, and they're all working together to make it a better place.
You're absolutely right.
From affordable Cantonese rice rolls to mid-priced Sichuan spice, it's time to move on to the absolute most expensive Chinese food you'll find in all of New
Did they say how much that was though? Sorry guys, they might have said it, but I'll be talking a lot. He did a whole fucking thing about fucking. He even say, alright, I'll say that.
York City, a dish with a price tag coming in at nearly $5,000.
See, like, look,
the question is, why are
chicken
people
wings and
willing to
shit?
spend so much on food?
After you finish this, you will feel younger than before.
How old are you? Because you look about 35.
I am a senior.
A senior in high school?
No.
Grace, the former general manager here, welcomes us
Chinese
to
people
Dim
always
Sum
saying shit
Palace,
like that.
a grand Fujianese banquet chain with 12 locations across New York City. What we're focusing on now is a dish called Buddha Jumps Over the Wall, and it's originally from the Fujian area of China, right?
That's right.
Fujian cuisine comes from China's southeast coast. It's known for delicate broths, slow-simmered soups, and making the most of rare dried seafood. How is the food of Fujian province different from other Chinese food?
This is the epitome of Fujianese cooking. They use a lot of earthy ingredients.
Because it goes by the sea, that's why the people like to eat the seafood.
Told
And
you,
we have
see?
some of that seafood in front of us today that's going to be part of this dish. But if
Changes
I'm honest,
everything
the dish we're gonna be
depending where
eating,
they
it has
grow,
a little
like
bit
where
of
the
everything.
evolution
It
is
has
growing.
creatures from the air,
Or where
from the
you know what
land,
the fuck
and
I'm
from the
saying.
sea, and even some from the fourth dimension that haven't been created yet. Is this difficult to find here?
Very hard. We have to order it in advance. This one, the bologna, is the most expensive one. It costs about 3,000 1 pound.
Oh my gosh. So it's all about the high quality, rare ingredients.
That's right.
Why are people eating this in general? Is it about the flavor or is it about the health benefits?
Mostly it's the flavor, and And the second one is health benefit. That's why you see no wrinkle, no plastic surgery.
I got a little bit of plastic surgery. I don't want to talk about it. Let's move on.
The dish begins
He used to
with
be
the raw,
big, right?
chop whole chickens and pork into chunks.
How often are you making this in the restaurant?
Maybe once a month.
Boil them clean.
The type of people who order this food, who are these people? These are titans of industry? Are these rich Chinese businessmen?
They have the business from China and here. They order this kind of food.
So they have money.
Of course, they don't care of the money.
Then seal them with water to steam for 6 hours, creating a base. as
Wait,
rich
yo, if you're
as it was
eating
time-consuming.
$1,400 Chinese food, you better not think about the money.
Buddha jumps over the wall you've ever made.
Probably don't even think about what you're eating.
8,000.
I'm telling you, there's people that have money that just eat the food because they feel like they're spending the money on it. Like, you know what I mean by that? Like, they see expensive food and be like, oh, I ate it. Instead of, they don't even care, no, without the care of what it was.
Thank you so much.
No, this one on me.
Next comes the preparation of those rare and expensive ingredients. Scallops rehydrated, abalone soaked for days, sea cucumber steamed and cooled again and again until it swells.
I have this one daily.
Really?
1 piece a day. No carbs or at all.
Yeah, it's not a steak, it's a sea cucumber.
Fish maw simmered overnight. Even deer tendon is fried, steamed, then chilled for a full day before it's ready.
Is this an American deer?
American deer.
And then what happened? Someone hit this with their car?
Oh, no. They have the farm deer.
That makes more sense.
Uh-huh.
Traditionally, this food includes shark fin. But in New York City, where
Damn, people eat everything down to the deer tendon. Like, what? Ugh. Again, but if you found out what was in your food, you probably wouldn't touch it. And a lot of these rich people, they just eat it. They don't give a fuck.
we are right now, shark fin is banned. It's prohibited, it's illegal, you cannot have it. Especially would not be a good idea to have it in a YouTube video inside your restaurant. Here, you also have what appears to be a fin.
This one we call it a yellow fish.
I think she's referring to the elephant fish. The texture of the fin is very similar to shark fin.
Finally, everything comes together in one glorious pot. That 6-hour braised chicken, tender deer tendon,
Probably still
slices
shark
of
fin.
ham, abalone, fish maw, sea cucumbers, scallops, elephant fish fin, sea snail, and last but not least, cordyceps.
It's a fungus that grows out of...
I gotta look this up, because it doesn't seem like sea cucumber would be like... See. $30 per kg and $3,500 per kg for premium dried Japanese varieties. I mean, not variant. Wow.
a worm that has then been dried. Now, these per pound, I believe, are even more expensive than the abalone.
Like one piece almost costs $30.
$30, and it weighs nothing.
That's right, good for the older people.
Good for longevity.
Look at you, you're so young, don't have it.
Thank you so much.
All of it sits in a rich chicken and pork broth, then gets steamed again for another 6 hours, until every ingredient gives up its essence, melting together into
All of
one
that to
deep,
put it in
luxurious soup.
chicken and
Alan,
pork
what's
broth.
up? Thank you for joining us way over there.
This is Alan, co-founder of Food...
Yeah? Okay. Now, usually when you're eating family style, you just scoop out some food by yourself, but here it's a little bit different. This is enough portions for 10 people, but he wants to make sure each one of us gets the exact ratio and proportion of soup. Chinese American food is
That's
its
fire,
own
at
category of food, and it's a category of food that
I went to
love.
an Asian, I think it was Japanese style, like hibachi type place, and it was our first time with me and my girl and stuff. And then they seen we were kind of like struggling a little bit, and then they helped us. It was fun, and it made me want to go there again because now I know what to do, and you know it was dope to see that our waitress went out of her way to show us. Because you know if we would have struggled, we probably would have never came back again. It probably was too too confusing. We figured it out and stuff. We were eating it, but you know when you find out the easier ways to do things, definitely makes you want to go back. You know what I'm saying?
I love General Tao's chicken. I love spring rolls.
So
Right?
a good
But this
waitress,
is
a
something
good
completely
waiter,
different. How much of a divide
change your
do you see
whole
in New York
vibe.
City between Chinese American food and this?
My take is, for American, we want something fast, quick, and delicious. That's why American Chinese food were created, like General Tso's chicken, even egg rolls. They were born here. But in China, I think, well, the food, they're meant to be shared. And then this one, in particular, I mean, it's ceremonial.
Do you think more people in the U.S. should be open to wandering into
about it.
Chinatown and trying find more
Having no
unknown,
sea
more
cucumber
uncommon dishes?
Definitely.
floating around my soup.
But I think Americans should go out more, experience more.
Yeah, I think it never hurts to challenge your palate because, especially when it comes to Asian food, you're probably going to walk away finding something you really like. I think we should start with something I've never tried before, and that would be this rehydrated scallop.
It was bouncy too, probably squishy.
It's too little chewy.
You can feel the individual fibers of the mussel splitting apart. That's fascinating.
Somehow it tastes like jerky.
Sure.
Dry scallops, I would say, is one of the lesser expensive ingredients that is pretty prevalent in cuisine soup cooking.
We should move on to our insect
Yeah,
friend.
the 30 of fucking. Let's see.
Wow, not what I expected out of something in the shape of a worm. It's
Every
very
time they eat bugs, they
solid,
say
and
it tastes
a
good.
little bit woody.
Yes, it's not soft at all.
No.
It's chewy.
Next, I'm really curious about this tendon.
They said these deers were raised on a farm, not hit by a truck. Let's give it a shot.
Ugh.
Tendon is actually interesting because actually tendon is
How
not
does
fat,
deer
it's almost
taste,
pure
though?
protein.
Tendons also,
Ooh.
I feel like, a very acquired taste.
It's like pure
It's not
fat,
really well
almost?
known,
Not-
but
you know what I
it's
mean.
something that is super healthy, super delicious, and kind of takes on
Like
a lot
fat
of flavor.
texture.
I'm starting to see why people like this dish. It's really a culinary adventure. It's not something you just scarf down. It's something you kind of treasure as you're eating it.
Yeah.
And each individual ingredient kind of tells its own story. This is the fin. Now, typically, this would be the most controversial part of this meal if it were a shark fin. Instead, it's been replaced by an elephant fish, and apparently people don't give a shit about the elephant fish.
If you're trying to stay lean and jacked, and
Everybody cares about the
from
shark.
comfort of your own home, I have some.
Fish has been a food for millions and millions.
It's fibrous. I mean, you can feel the individual fibers of the fin, but they, of course, have become very soft through so much boiling or steaming.
And a light crunch, really
See like
fine,
the little
jelly
fucking.
From your experience, does it still taste traditional and authentic?
Super authentic. I think if I had to rate the one I had in China as like an 8.5 or a 9, this is like a 8 or 8.5. So like super close.
This is the sea cucumber.
You better hope so with all the shit they import and everything.
Wow.
What does that taste like?
It's such a unique texture. Every time you bite it, it kind of jolts around your mouth a little bit.
And it's one of those like pure texture foods. It doesn't even take on any flavor.
This is a great start, but we still have one of the most prized ingredients
I don't
remaining.
know if I'd
Let's give it a shot.
ever be able to
Our
eat
guy
something
here,
like
he is
this.
going in and he's fishing out the abalone. Now these things have expanded beautifully from before. Then he's gonna hit them with abalone sauce. Gentlemen, before we try our final masterpiece right here, I just want to take a moment to appreciate the fact that most Americans probably have no idea that this type of Chinese food exists in the USA.
Sonny, you're the third celebrity that I know who ever tried this dish. Ronald Reagan and then Queen Elizabeth II.
I've never heard of either of them. They sound nice. We're gonna cut it in half. Oh wow, it's still pretty dense. I mean, I can hardly pull my fork out of it.
Yeah.
It's
I wanna know how
really
it
hard. Then
tastes.
we have this abalone sauce on the side. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a dip.
I bet it's like chewy.
Wow.
Not melting, but it's easy to chew.
Yeah, it's not tough to chew through. It's interesting. It's still a firm, dense texture, and it's a little bit livery.
It tastes livery, but not gamey.
Livery.
More mushroom adjacent. So it has kind of that earthiness, and it has
Yeah,
a
I was
lot
gonna
of
say
just,
that greeny.
natural seafood umami.
I think this is a delicious way to end the meal. Get a to-go box, and we can dump this inside and enjoy it for the next week. Before we wrap it up, I want to focus on the money aspect of this video. When I started out, Alan, the mission of this video was to see if spending more money on Chinese food got me better Chinese food. Why do you guys think people are willing to spend the money on those foods? If it's not just for flavor, what is
It just
the
seems like
value
it was good. Like, though it's good, doesn't make it better.
people are trying to extract from that experience?
Like, pizza's good. That doesn't mean that it's better.
More value when you go up into maybe the $30 to $50 range, but then when you really exceed that, sometimes it's really about the price of the ingredients and how smart it was to source versus it actually tasting better. And I think a lot of times in Chinese culture, so much of it is about showing face and showing everyone around you a good time. People just want to spend on really expensive things because they can.
I agree.
They want to eat expensive ass Chinese food and shit while
For
drinking
me,
Heinekens.
I think the Chinese cuisine has a lot of influence from the Han Dynasty. So back in China, the court actually lead the trend. What the court is eating, that regular people want to copy that. If you can afford, that shows you have a higher social hierarchy. You could afford this food.
It seems like the money is certainly not just about the
Care
flavor.
what
It's
they're
about
eating.
the experience. It's about status, and it's about exclusivity, which is
Told
also
you,
part
see?
of status. Being able to do something that not everybody is able to do.
No idea what the fuck they're eating. They're just
Let's
there
go
because they
outside
spend a
and
lot of
decide
money
which
to be
these
there.
Chinese foods gave me the most bang for my buck. In this video, I ate Chinese food at 3 different levels. Very affordable, very mid-price, and very expensive. But I can only choose one that gave me the most bang for my buck. And that one is the rice roll. Man, that rice roll was
you cannot go wrong with cheap food.
See it, but I ate a whole second one off camera, and it was delicious. But that is just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think downstairs in the comments. Which of the foods?
I'm not gonna lie, out of everything that they cooked, the first and the second one looked the best. Y'all let me know what you think. Again, that's just my opinion. I'm mad picky. Appreciate y'all. I'm out of here. Sheesh. It's good to know the difference between $4 food for, you know, $4,800 Chinese food. Because you never know what you're going to get for your buck. And now you know. And now you know you can just get the same thing for $5. Appreciate y'all.